Hello everyone and welcome to another gear reviews video. This week we have the Basecamp Duffel from the North Face in the small size, which is 50 liters. It measures 21 by 13 by 13 in inches and 53 by 33 by 33 in centimeters. Handily, this is printed on the little tag that's attached to your kind of packing away kit, which is quite handy when storage space is limited, either on a trip or just putting it away in your room, your closet, when you come back from a trip and you don't need it anymore. So what we're going to do in this video is we're just going to go through some of the features that the Basecamp Duffel Small has, and then later on I'm going to do a video on the large size duffel, and also then a video testing both duffels, doing water tests, packing tests, things like that, just to give you a really good look at how this bag holds up in real life scenarios, and hopefully that helps to determine if this is right for you and how it kind of performs under stress. So let's get to it. Alright, so no matter how you get your North Face duffel, you're going to get it in one of these little mesh bags, and these are just helpful to keep your duffel together and store it away easier when you are done with your trips or your adventures. It does have a convenient label that tells you the specifications. They have these nice padded shoulder straps. To compare them, I have used the Patagonia black hole duffel bags. Now, obviously, this is a duffel bag. It doesn't, have nice back shoulder pads, all the fancy chiropractic stuff that backpacks usually have. But in comparison of putting weight in it, testing it, seeing how it feels, what North Face has done is much more comfortable in my opinion, and they also adjust much easier at the top and the bottom, allowing you to get a much more customized fit, and it just makes it a more comfortable experience overall. So on top of the shoulder straps, there's also carry handles on all four sides of the bag, allowing you, no matter where you are or what side's closest, you can pick it up and go, which is very handy depending on what you're doing or what you're grabbing. It's pretty accessible. So this is the 2018 version. It does not have the the straps on either side that meet in the middle to carry it with, the middle carry handle. The 2019 version does again. That is, again, in my opinion, North Face listening to their customers, listening to their fans, developing products the way that really the customer wants to see it. Because when you're carrying a duffel, these are all great and everything, but the best way to carry a duffel is with that middle strap, unless it's on your back. So big thumbs up for the improvement, because I noticed that when I use this on a trip, I did miss having that middle carry handle. So I'm glad they've added it back, makes things much more helpful. Alright, so something I've never used, but they still have it on here, is the little label or tag spot. It's made of a very durable plastic material. It's got like a honeycomb feature on it. It's pretty neat. I've never used it, but I mean, it's good for them to keep it on here, as I'm sure some people do use the tag spot. So if we move into the inside of the bag, it has a top mesh compartment, which is really helpful for on trips when you load in the smaller things, say like a toothbrush or a small notebook with a pen, things like that, or any travel documents, even electronics. It keeps things separate, so it's really helpful for doing the smaller things that would usually get lost in the bigger compartments. I know that I used it a lot. I kept my portable hard drive in here when I went on my trip. It kept it separate, kept it easy access, easily pull it out, offload a camera, put it back in, move on. So really simple, really happy with the idea of having this little pocket. Obviously it is just mesh, so it's just gonna pull down and be weighted down if you load it too heavy. So another great little feature of the bag. Now, so you will notice that the inside of the duffel bag is quite shiny. You can see the light bouncing off of it there. Now that is because this is made out of TPE laminate fabric, which basically just means they've added coatings to it to improve water resistance. So they've really, taken into account that this bag is going to be used and abused on mountains, ski hills, hiking, backpacking, things like that. It is an all-around duffel bag, and they've really taken that into account. On top of that, it is also made out of ballistic nylon, which I believe is the bottom part of the bag, and it is extremely durable. You'll see that in some of the real-life situation testing that I'm going to do on both of the bags. Basically, from North Face making these bags out of this, it shows why it costs more money, but it also shows why you can find reports of people having these bags forever and then just continually buying more of them because of how great they are. That's why I bought a second one. I don't think I'll ever probably buy another suitcase just because of how great these duffel bags are. Speaking about how it's, you know, the TPE laminate fabric, the ballistic nylon. Now, one of the things that I always talk about with the Borealis and the backpacks is they usually don't even label their backpacks as water resistant. And that's because they don't want people buying them and then saying, oh my gosh, like, my bag got wet and my laptop's ruined. But as you've seen, if you put their backpacks in water, it almost guaranteed will be okay. From the Borealis test, you can see that. But something I wanted to show you about the Basecamp duffels, to show you how serious North Face is about these. So just speaking about how, you know, this is made out of such high quality materials, they're very resistant to wear and tear and to weather, things like that. And how I always say, you know, North Face doesn't label their bags as being water resistant or waterproof because they don't want someone to buy them and then to complain when something inside gets wet. But as I've shown you, the Borealis is extremely water resistant, and I think it does amazing just because of the material that it's made out of. But to show you how serious North Face takes their duffel bags, because these are what their pro athletes on the North Face team use when they go on, you know, mountain expeditions. So to me, that is why these bags are unparalleled. They're telling you on their website that these bags are waterproof. The North Face Basecamp duffel is waterproof. It's impenetrable moisture barrier to guarantee dryness. So that means if you're caught in a waterfall and you've got all your, you know, your passport, everything like that, it's going to be safe in here. And when you're traveling, that is what you want to have. So for me, these are the be-all to end-all of duffel bags. Let me know down below what you guys think of these bags. I will also be reviewing, as I said, the large size of this bag in the 2019 version, as well as a weather test and durability packing test, doing real-life scenarios with both of these bags, and then probably on top of that, a travel tips type video using these bags, as sometimes it can be a bit dodgy to use them when you go on planes and things. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Look in the description below. I have an Instagram and Twitter account, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!